When Hurricane Katrina hit, a lot of people from Louisiana came over to Texas. One of my grandma's neighbors happened to be one of the Katrina victims. She made some of the best chicken and sausage gumbo I've ever had, and I'm gonna try to replicate it as best as I can, and I'm gonna show you right now. Let's get it. So first thing first, we're gonna drop this chicken in the pot. Now we're gonna add our vegetables. I have some carrots, some onis, a little bit of celery. We need to season this, so I'm gonna add some Cajun, some onion powder. We need to spice this up a little bit. Let's add some cayenne, some garlic powder, and some pepper. And the last thing we're gonna do with this is add some liquid. So I have some water and I have a little chicken broth. And you need just enough to cover the bird. We're gonna cook this on high for 45 minutes to an hour. We're killing two birds with one stone. We're getting our meat with the chicken, and then we're getting our broth. Ooh, that's tender. Oh, look, I can't even pick it up. After an hour, your chicken should be tender. You're gonna sit it to the side and then you're gonna shred it down. I heard one of the keys to a good gumbo is the broth. That's why I made it. But to speeding things up, you can just get store broth or store chicken, and that makes it way faster. Andouille sausage is a must. It's a staple. It adds a lot of your flavor. We're gonna add some to the skillet so we can brown it. So we have our sausage, we have our chicken, we have our broth. Let's go ahead and move on. In my personal opinion, this is the hardest part of the gumbo process, so pay attention. Go ahead and add 1 cup of oil to your pot. Once your oil is hot, you're gonna add equal parts flour, and you're gonna stir, believe it or not, for about 45 minutes. So we have that beautiful brown color that we're looking for. I'm gonna turn the heat down, and then I'm gonna add my onion. We're gonna add some bell pepper, and then we're gonna add some celery. You wanna stir it and cook it down for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you wanna add a little bit of garlic. Y'all remember that broth? Now we're gonna add some to the pot. Remember, we shredded that chicken. Your seasoning is important, so we're gonna add a little cayenne. We need some of that garlic, baby. Plenty of Cajun seasoning. I know they putting some pepper in here, stop playing. I asked some people from Louisiana, what's a key thing you put in gumbo? They said shrimp and crab boil. Gotta put a catful. In gumbo is gumbo filé or gumbo file. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons, but I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon right now, and then another tablespoon a little bit later. We're gonna turn the pot on medium heat. I'm gonna cover it up, and then I'm gonna cook it for 45 minutes to an hour. So a couple things. If you want your roux darker, go ahead and cook it for an hour to an hour and a half. That's number 1. Number 2, they would put the gumbo down first and then put the rice on top. And then number 3, she would eat it with the grilled cheese, believe it or not. Oh yeah, but we got my grandma's next door neighbor copycat gumbo recipe for the win.